Ever ancient, ever new. For 800 years, the order of preachers has formed generations of future leaders in the church and in the world. The Pontifical University of St. Thomas Aquinas, better known as the Angelicum, is the flagship university of the Dominican order. Located at the historical center of Rome, the Angelicum traces its roots to the 13th century house of studies founded by the angelic doctor, St. Thomas Aquinas himself. Grounded in the intellectual rigor and spiritual wisdom of St. Thomas, the Angelicum educates priests, religious, and lay people from around the world in the perennial truths of the Catholic faith. Inspired by the missionary spirit of St. Dominic, the Angelicum seeks to cultivate a fresh vision of university education in which teaching, formation, and research are at the service of the global mission of the Church to share the gospel with every human being. This is renewal at the heart of the Church.
The Angelicum is a pontifical university chartered directly by the Holy See. As a pontifical university, the Angelicum exists to carry out the ministry of evangelization given to the Church by Christ, and to collaborate with local churches and the whole universal Church in the work of evangelization. Our core faculties of philosophy, theology, canon law, and social sciences offer seminarians, priests, religious, and lay people rich and vigorous education aimed at the ministry of evangelization.
The Angelicum is just providing that strong basis, that foundation of the truths of the faith, so that I can come to know and to love Christ better, to form that personal relationship first, that then I can come to know Him and then bring Him to the people that I'll encounter in Nashville. One, in ministry and walking with people and helping them to come to know and to love Christ, and also in preaching. Being at the Angelicum, being taught by Dominicans, learning how to become a better preacher, how to digest the truths of the faith, and then be able to bring those out to others and communicate those truths in a way that people can understand.
I think it's hard to overestimate the importance and influence of an Angelicum education. In the past 25 years, more than 180 of our alumni have been made bishops, and over 40 of those in the United States. 20 of our alumni have been appointed cardinals in that time. The young Karol Wojtyła, future Pope John Paul II, earned his doctorate here. Bishops and religious superiors planning for the future send their most promising students here, and lay people who study here increasingly fill important positions as seminary professors, canon lawyers, and similar church roles.
The Angelicum has a particularly global outlook. Each year, we educate more than 1,000 students from over 100 countries around the world. Because we offer the option to study in English, we're able to attract an especially wide range of students from not only the Americas and Europe, but also the parts of the world where the Church is young and growing fast: India, Africa, China, and the Asia-Pacific region. An important aspect of an Angelicum education is seeing and understanding the global needs and face of the Church. Only in Rome can you connect so completely with the faith, both across the centuries and around the world today.
At the Angelicum, we are convinced that the perennial wisdom of St. Thomas Aquinas has an important part to play in addressing the challenges the Church faces around the world today. St. Thomas Aquinas himself lived in a time of philosophical and theological confusion, as the medieval Christian world rediscovered long-lost pagan thoughts and encountered the Arab philosophers. With his clear and systematic teaching, St. Thomas Aquinas showed how to engage deeply with alternative philosophical and theological frameworks from a faithfully Catholic perspective.
The Church today faces a similar crisis, a world fractured among competing truth claims and frameworks, from Western secularism and technocracy, to the rapid growth of Islam, to internationalism, to long-standing divisions among Christians. The Church needs leaders who both understand these alternative frameworks deeply and can offer a coherent and comprehensive response from the standpoint of Catholic truth.
I think a program that's rooted in Aquinas is massively important for people preparing for priesthood. But also I know this about the Angelicum, it's not simply Thomistic, but it wants to put Thomas in dialogue with all kinds of other contemporary modes of thought so people can engage the world around them from the standpoint of Aquinas. It's a marvelous place for people to prepare for the priesthood.
We then complement those classical underpinnings with specialized studies in interreligious relations, in ecumenism, contemporary philosophy, and science and religion, to name just a few. Our students go out prepared to address the greatly varied challenges that confront them in their home countries.
The scope of today's challenges requires the preparation and the spiritual and academic environment that a university at the heart of the Church can offer. As the Angelicum educates and forms leaders from all over the world in the Eternal City, it's in a distinctive position to advance a theological renewal for the global Church, always with the ultimate aim of preaching the gospel to the whole world. We invite you to join us in this work ahead.